Hello, and welcome back to Titan Bicycle Academy. I'm Owen, and today we'll be showing you how to replace the crank arms on a 3-piece bicycle crank. The tools you will need are a 14mm socket wrench, a crank puller, and a flathead screwdriver. To get started, take the flathead screwdriver and pry off the dust cover on the left side crank arm. This will expose the main spindle nut for the crank arm. Now, take the 14mm socket wrench and use it to loosen the spindle nut. Be sure to secure the bicycle from moving while you do this, as these nuts are very tight and they will require quite a bit of effort to loosen. After you have removed the locking nut, screw the crank puller into the hole as far as it will go. Then begin turning the handle. You should start to see the crank arm moving off the spindle. Continue until the arm is completely removed. Now do the same for the right side of the bicycle, also called the drive side of the bicycle. Once more, make sure that the bicycle is secure, as you will need to put a lot of force on the spindle nut to loosen it with your socket wrench. Once the nut is out, use the crank puller to begin removing the arm from the spindle. Be careful with this side of the bike, as this arm has the chain wheels attached to it. You don't want to accidentally damage any of them in the process of removing the arm. Now that you have your replacement arms ready to go, it's time to install them. First, take the right side arm and loop the chain back around one of the chain wheels before placing it over the spindle. Once you have the arm set on the spindle, hit it a couple times to make sure that it is on as far as you can. Your hand or a rubber mallet will suffice. Once the arm is properly seated, tighten the spindle nut down with the socket wrench until you can't turn it any further. Then you can replace the dust cap. Now you can repeat this process for the left side crank arm. Be sure to push the crank arm fully onto the spindle before you begin tightening it down. Replace the dust cap once you're done. Now you know how to remove and install the crank arms for a 3-piece bicycle crank. We do hope you found this video informative and hope you'll return for more instructional videos from Titan Bicycle Academy. Please also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you, and as always, ride safe.